Hello, Joker Day. And it was a good jump yesterday. Good result in from the United States employment. So the Joker chart, repeat, it went down just over 6% for the unemployment rating type thing. And it's not quite back up halfway yet. It's gone down 6 and it's gone back 3, still 3% to go. An awful long way still to go back. It's getting there. And it's got a couple of months. I think he's shortened the chart slightly, hasn't he? 3 more months to get to the side of the chart there. Will it get to halfway back? And that's 36, 24, 5 years from the start of this chart to what will be the end there, 5 years. And it will have gone down 6 and up 3. It's not terrifically good, is it? All the rah-rah yesterday, but the overall picture is still not good. Right, let's go on to this last thing, quick thing today, about people today. The world's worst central banker. And this is written by L. Randall Ray. Randy Ray, one of the MMT rah-rah boys. I just returned from a conference held by the Central Bank of Argentina. Central banks, finance systems and economic development held in Buenos Aires. And he was allowed to give a talk on modern money. In attendance were what appeared to be 200 central bankers from across the globe, plus a smattering of reps from international financial institutions like the IMF and a few from academia. You can see he's really big up himself about it. And why not? It's only human. Right. This is from later in the article. Well, here's the deal. The head of the Argentine central bank, Mercedes Marco Del Pont, has been awarded the distinction as the world's worst central banker. There's a link there to see that, but I didn't follow it. Sounds stupid to me. By whom, you might ask? Well, by Wall Street's sycophantic press. Wall Street hates Mercedes, the woman, not the car. That's Mercedes Del Pont, the Argentine central banker, hated by Wall Street, so they say, so he says. Why? Well, for one thing, she's a woman. Wall Street hates female heads of central banks. Take a look at the list of the top 10 worst. 3 out of 10 are female. Then take a look at the 10 best, of which all but 1 are males. Sounds like irrelevant drivel to me. But that's not anywhere near the most important reason. Ms. Marco Del Pont kicked off the conference with a rousing talk, defending her central bank's recent move away from a single mandate, that's the inflation target so loved by other central bankers, to pursuit of multiple mandates. Financial stability, employment creation, and economic development with social equity. Boy, does Wall Street hate that. Later in the article, but here's the more important point. Argentina has been growing very quickly since its financial crisis in the early 2000s. It abandoned its currency board fixed to the US dollar. It adopted a job guarantee program, so loved by MMT people. It defaulted on its dollar-denominated debt. And it told the IMF to go for a long hike to hell. Rapid growth was thus inevitable. Unemployment and poverty plummeted and living standards rose. The currency stabilized and wages and prices started to inch up. More recently, the global commodities boom has resulted from Wall Street speculation drove up prices of Argentina's main commodity output, soybeans and beef. These are both major exports and major components of the domestic consumer basket. That's kind of covering up any excuse there is for Argentina inflation. So we'll finish with Randy's last words on this. We are, he said, at a crossroads in economics, not only in terms of what goes on in the world, but also in terms of how we look at the world. In recent years, we have put the financial system in center stage to our detriment. In other words, bowing down to Wall Street. We need instead to put employment and development first, and to do what we need to stop listening to the multilateral institutions, IMF, etc., and I'd add to the central banker lapdogs who offer the same tired recipes that have always failed. If Argentina has got the world's worst central banker, what we need is a race to the bottom. And it just gave me pause, this, because it shows to me so much, not two things, that everything is human based and human biased. All these things that go on in the IMF, central banks and government, they're all humans that are doing them, and humans are so fallible and frail. Randy Ray has gone over there and got himself completely wrapped up in rah-rahing for Argentina because it's done some MMT things. So anything that goes wrong with Argentina now, it will be because Wall Street or America pulls it down, and he'll be blinded to anything that does go wrong caused by his new central banker friends in Argentina. And for me as well, reading it, I look at Randall Ray and go, I didn't like your long articles before because you always seem to go on too much, but I didn't like the way he's obviously been caught up in this. And my brain then turns to, well, maybe you've just been caught up in MMT like you've been caught up in this Argentina thing. And maybe MMT just is a load of crap, like all your stuff that you're talking about Argentina's a load of crap. And then my mind is thinking of throwing the entire MMT thing out. And it just shows how humans, human brains, are just really not very bright at all. And the best that we've got to get out of all these new problems that are coming upon us are human brains. And they're clever in many ways, but very, very fallible and frail in others. Yeah, I think so. Bye.